A mind inside has developed a great deal since our previous presentation. We were given a number of pieces of constructive feedback surrounding our work, which we have addressed and implemented for our final product. This feedback included that we needed to do more work on our lighting, the torch mechanic, texturing, tightening of player movement controls, a greater emphasis on the feeling of each mind the player explores, more focus on the levels inside the mind, suggestions around level design and player interaction. To address the lighting situation, Paua has been working tirelessly on everything from understanding Unity light baking to creating semi-dynamic fogs for some environments. A good example of this was the decision that our initial sequence should be set at night to better show off the light-emitting surfaces and futuristic setting of our game. Jarrett has both expanded the light corona around our torch, and adjustments have been made to the lighting levels so that the player needs to rely more heavily upon the torch mechanic to get around, although experienced players can still navigate without it. I have been working primarily on creating textures and bump maps, as well as a few new assets to more convincingly sell our levels. I've taken suggestions from the team on the qualities the textures should embody, as well as designing appropriate skyboxes for our various levels. We've also tightened the player controls and increased the player's height so they feel less like a 2-year-old in a cornfield. Garrett has spent a great deal of time constructing and refining the various puzzles in each level and ensuring that our code works smoothly and consistently. Thanks to these amendments, the ambience and atmosphere inside of each level has improved greatly, although more work is still needed to properly convey the feeling that each level projects. Unfortunately, we decided we needed to scrap VR integration for the final hand-in of our game due to time constraints resulting from updates to Unity and the Oculus Rift runtime changing the way that VR is implemented through Unity. However, Garrett has had some excellent code breakthroughs, creating and implementing a script which grabs the player when they land on a moving platform, rather than the platform moving out from underneath them, traveling platform scripts that save their states after being turned off, a new iteration on the flashlight script that instead allows for 3 unique levels of activatable and deactivatable geometry, as well as a dynamic light movement script for our final level. Over and above these items of feedback, we've also added a few new features to the game, including level music, player sounds, as well as a narrative voice track supplied by myself, a few animated objects, and finally some new 3D assets. Overall, we agree that our game could have benefited from a more concerted art direction, and of course more time, but we're extremely happy with our final product. Thank you.